So this is the Pine Knob grand opening, and my name is Alex Davis.
My name's Hunter Waters.
And I'm Alan Terrell.
So how to promote the opening? So we got social media. There's social medias everywhere. Everybody has it, and Instagram is popular. Twitter, Facebook. You can get it out to everybody. You can make an open page, and it can go on people's feeds, For You pages, and it's just everywhere. Everybody has it. And traditional media such as newspapers, radio, and TV channels, they can also promote it, because not everybody's looking at the newspaper anymore, but you got a few do. I still do. I do the word closest. But radios, a lot of people still listen to them, and you can offer free food in them advertisements. People come to free food. They love it. I love it. We all do. And you can put flyers out at local hotspots like Midtown, Seven Brew, stuff like that, just to get the name out. And you can always do a raffle with them flyers too. Offer free things, people will come.
Alright, so we'll talk about the possible schedule. We obviously have the address, and then we'll have the vendor set up first, and the cook-off will begin at 10:30. Then we have the opening ceremony, and then the tour of the trail, mountain bike raffle, which is a big thing for this, Tom Grace. And then the cook-off ends, and then winners are designated, and we're gonna have a live band at 1. And we'll have different other time trial activities and bike demos, and then ended at 3 with the closing ceremony. So for the bike specific events, this is just a great way. We're gonna do the mountain bike raffle first. So this is a great way to get the community involved and get kind of people talking about mountain biking. So the money raised can go right back into the trails too. So this would be a good thing. And we talked about maybe getting Jackalope Cycling to donate a bike. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to do that. And so you could take the bike and ride this trail, or go up to Bentonville and ride the Mount Coley trails, or it's a lot of proposed trails that's going to be happening. So it's a great way to get people kind of talking and motivated to go ride. So next we would do the tour of the trail. So I thought about walking up to the circle of the big rocks and getting people kind of familiar with the trail and seeing what it has to offer and things like that. So also we could bring up how to volunteer at that time. Everybody's gathered around and talk about how to volunteer, how to clean up and general maintenance of the trail and things like that. So next would be the bike demos. So this would be a good way to show off the bikes. And I thought maybe somebody could bring an e-bike, because I've personally never seen one, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to kind of show it off and maybe even get to ride it. But then lastly we'll have another time trial, and this is just a great way to get people involved and talking about mountain biking.
And for the non-bike specific events, we could have a celebration later on in the day. So you could have the main celebration, or like kind of ribbon cutting. Then after a while, bring people back out after the main crowds come out, and then you can have like a party or something like that. And just another way to get more people out there to kind of celebrate the grand opening. A climbing wall, I mean, everybody likes to climb, little kids especially, so that could be something little kids could do while, because they don't want to be looking at trails all day, they want to do something too. So that could be another kind of like relief for them, have a little fun of their own. And a raffle, I mean, you can raffle off bike stuff or non-bike stuff. You raffle off coupons or local merchandise from local shops, just another way to get people out. And you can have a live band. I mean, you can get a local guy from around here. There's a guy in a frat here that does live music, and that could be a way to get his name out to maybe build him up as a musician. And a cook-off. Again, you offer free food, but you do it in a way of a cook-off so we can get local people to do it. That could be a way to bring in more people. So it's not all bikes.
So I'm going to talk about some of the sponsors. Number one, Jackalope Cycling, obviously because they are stationed here in Russellville, and they take care of most of our mountain bike people that ride mountain bikes, are people that travel across the states to come over here and need repairs for bikes or whatever other essentials they need. The River Valley Ozark Off-Road Cyclists, they did the one down in Hot Springs. I thought it would be a good idea to bring them up here since they are based out of the Ozarks. We also Chamber Bank, since they are #1 bank stationed in Russellville. Also to help pay for some of the essentials needed, like equipment, machinery used to build and to keep the track operational, and then also Greenway equipment for their them having stuff, the tools and other things. Then we also have vendors, Jackalope Cycling, also feeding back into the raffles. They can also sponsor a free bike to be put into the raffles. Rocky Mountain Bikes. Then we also have the Central Arkansas Trail Alliance. I did that because, well, they do most of the trails around here, and we also now have the new one that's fixing to be put up, Bald Knob, so they can also help and take care of that one. The Latina Cafe food truck, I thought they'd be a good vendor to have at their opening day ceremony. I've heard they have the best tacos and everything else in Russellville. And then also Midtown Coffee. That way they can hand out coffee and other things to people, and also sponsor their little shop down in Russellville. Special guest, Russellville City Mayor. That's obviously the #1 person you want there at a grand opening of this caliber. Chamber of Commerce and the Walton Foundation. I put the Walton Foundation would be a good one to have as a special guest there, is to see a track that was not built with their money, and to see how we can be resourceful with using our community, the people we have around us, to build trails here in Russellville, and then also Russellville Parks and Recreation.
There's one more, but it's our references, so,
And we have
and there she is.
Comes to the conclusion.